Only time you should ever have a starlight ceiling, in my opinion, outside of a Rolls Royce, is never.
It's hard to hate on the truth I'm living in. Enough men hate with their lives instead.
Don't drink drinks with straws.
Can't be slurping the straw. The whole action of doing it as well.
It's just
something about it.
It's just a no-go.
Are you saying I should remove the straw then?
Yeah, it does.
If you don't miss me, miss me. If you don't miss me, history. If you don't miss me, it's a mystery. G17 in the party, tipsy. Don't drink, that's risky. Focus, show's gonna land like Disney. I'm putting down under city. That's big.
We're gonna have a gentleman's day out in London. A friend of mine, Elliot, another Elliot, so it's gonna be confusing today, phoned me up in the week and he said, Elliot, I'm feeling a bit burnt out. He said, what are you doing this week? Can we go into London and chill? And I said, well, you know, my schedule is pretty busy, but every now and then, you know, it's good to touch base. He's not someone I've seen for a little while, and I want to show you the finer side of London, what we do when we want to let our hair down a little bit. The good thing is now, obviously, I have my Phantom and driver, actually my brother, Joe, and he's meeting me in London. We're going to do Jermyn Street, hopefully go to Connaught Hotel, Harrods for some food, I think, and then also Gar Lounge. I'm not sure which Gar Lounge we're going to go to, but we do this once every now and then. One, it's good to talk about business with him. We've got a lot of stuff going on together. Secondly, it's just nice to allow yourself to decompress. And this is what we like to do as gentlemen when we decompress. And for me, I can work in the car. I've got all my stuff with me. I'll do a few calls on the way up. This is why I have a driver now, so I can actually work and move. You know, I will still get a lot of stuff done because I work predominantly from my mobile and make sure the team's doing what they need to do. So I have my executive assistant. She's on point and above. Make sure everything's running as it needs to. Everything's been set. I've already covered that all before I've left. Everyone knows where I am. And we're just going to film a nice day out. And remember, every day's a good day. And today will be an extra especially good day.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
We've arrived.
Fish in the sea. You know
How was it your first time being driven all the way up to London?
river running free.
Where'd you get the suit from? Where'd you get the suit from?
This one is actually tailored from Iran.
The tree. You know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life.
Like, the best thing about the Rolls Royce Phantom is, like I said, they've got the Lamborghini. When you drive around a Lamborghini, everyone wants to look at the car. You turn up to a petrol station and it's like, oh, get the fuck out of my way, I want to look at the car. Like, amazing car, bro. The Phantom, you turn up, everyone's like, who is in the car?
Yeah. No,
It's a completely different feeling, and I've never actually had a feeling quite like it when being driven and turn up to an event. It's like the event starts when you arrive.
Yeah. No, they are.
That's exactly what it is.
And
It's a statement.
The road presence as well is.
It's insane. It gets about just not as many looks as the gold Lamborghinis, but
No.
not far off.
It's probably because of the sound mainly.
And also, I think the kinds of people are looking at it is very different.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. It's a different animal. You can't compare it to a supercar. It's not the same.
No,
thing.
no,
It's
no.
like a complete.
Also, when you shut the door, it's like being inside. But as in, there's no noise. Like, you know, the road.
Yeah, the only
noise
problem
is
with the Rolls Royce Phantom is when you try and actually get any signal in there, you have to put the window down because it blocks out all the 4G and all the signal.
The windows are like
They're triple glazed.
Yeah.
They're
They're
triple
so
glazed.
thick.
Yeah, it's an insane, absolutely insane car. Best car I've ever had, without a doubt.
Yes, I am. They say you a superstar now, damn. I guess I am. You might be the man, well, that's unless I am. Okay, I'll confess I am.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So, lovely coffee this morning. Good talk. Now we're going to go off and see Jermyn Street, where we like to go shopping and let our hair down a little bit.
Just
spend a bit of money. We'll hopefully chat to some of the owners as well about their opinions on.
In terms of gentlemen's outfitters and things like that, I'd say it's probably the most history in a street. It's got you name it.
It looks the part as well. The whole thing, the vibe is great. It's chilled.
Anyone who's had something custom made on Jermyn Street, or Churchill was a big guy down there. It's very you'll see it on the video. El's been there a couple of times. He loves it down there, and it's a nice London day for it. It's not too hot, which is good. I'm a little bit underdressed. You have to excuse me. I had
got the croc on.
Yeah.
I would say crocodile.
There's a little bit of rabbit to keep the neck warm.
I
Just in
would
case.
say it's underdressed. It's a different type of dress.
Different type of dress. Yeah. That's the one.
First lot of eyes, mate. There you.
I don't think I want one. The only time you should ever have a starlight ceiling, in my opinion, outside of a Rolls Royce is never.
Yeah,
The only time I'd ever consider it is if you had a Rolls Royce Wraith where you either get the combination of a sunroof or starlight. Now, only situation I would ever consider it acceptable to have a starlight ceiling is in a Wraith where you had the sunroof but you wanted to add the starlight in. If you have a starlight ceiling, it's just garish and chatty.
Yeah.
It's not.
I've seen them in every car pretty much. You know, I've seen them in every brand of car.
It's like bedazzling a car. You just don't do it.
And also the lights are always multicoloured, which gets me as well.
No.
You know when they got the setting there, oh yeah, check it out, it goes multicoloured.
It's a Rolls Royce thing. It's a Rolls Royce thing. How much are they worth now?
Do you know what? Depending on the mileage, north of 20.
Right.
I've seen certain ones that go for like 45. If you've got like about 50,000 miles on them, they go for about 45 if they're in good nick. But they're dead easy to fix. And if there is any kind of rust issues on the outside, which you do get, because some of them are like...
The one thing I do find a little bit odd about Defenders is the fact that everyone has to wave at each other if they both own a Defender. I've never seen anything like it in my life. It's like a little... It's a little cult. It's a Defender cult.
The culture behind it is pretty much why I purchased into it, mate. Getting that wave just makes your day.
Oh my God, it's another Defender driver.
Yeah,
I'm like, no, put your head down.
And you've already got a steering wheel that goes like that and doesn't turn, so it's like to take your hands off, it's just like it's just a no-go. But they love it, and also you pull up, no matter where you pull up, someone will go,
you respect, people respect it. People respect it. It's a good car.
They're just the club round here. I can imagine his left leg is really starting to play up, because in London my wife and I bought us to Belgravia. I got out and this leg was about 3 times the size of the right one. Clutch is like pushing down a leg press. It's so heavy. But
could have thought that was a Cullinan.
I thought it was.
But no,
it's
a black cab.
To be fair though, the black cabs do look better than they did. You know, how much do you reckon one of those is?
Not black cab.
100 grand, yeah?
Yeah, mate.
Shut up.
100 large ones.
For that?
Yeah. I think they're about 125 brand new.
Why?
I suppose it's because they're just taxing a money-making machine, really, isn't it? It's a business on wheels. I think that's where. But obviously, the second-hand price is shockingly bad because it's electric and it's out of warranty and this and the other. But the mileage that comes on these taxis, go on Auto Trader and buy a taxi. There was a famous person that did it just so he could go to places quicker. So he used the bus lane because he wasn't getting tickets. But if you look on there, look at the mileage of some of the taxis for sale. You can buy one for like £6,000, but it'll have like 450,000 miles on it.
Damn.
It's crazy. You think they've only done it really in London as well. That trip, mate, I'll have a couple of them as well, mate.
Managed to park up because the driver's with us today. We couldn't leave him near where we were. Wanted to stop, but in Harry's now opposite Harrods, is literally just there.
And we could get a table with no booking, which is very rare.
So we're gonna have some food, some sort of alcoholic drink, some beverage, time to let our hair down,
and then straight to the Bulgari lounge after. I think that sounds good. What are you thinking? What are you getting?
the infinite Negroni.
What is that?
I hate the parking situation. That's why I've got a driver, because I hate this up. But London is always very difficult.
That's the problem though. London there's just nowhere to even pull up. Nowhere. It's
especially with that car, you can't really park it.
Yeah.
Try to park.
I think next time London will do the Vogue. Yeah, so I'm waiting on my RAC membership. That's taken me 2 sponsors. I had to come up here twice to meet 2 different people. Dinner with them. They had to figure out whether or not they like me. They have to know your background. They then sponsor you. You then have to put the application through. Then typically up to 18 months, and then they might still require me based on who I am and what they put across. I might have to have an interview with the board to see whether or not they want to give me access. So I love that though, because then you know the calibre of people at the club is that high. So if I do a cigar lounge, it'll be a members only club and I will vet everyone that joins. Or there'll be a vetting process.
Also, I think it makes it a place you want to go more when you can't have it. Like you can't roll up. If you could just roll up and have a membership, you go, yeah.
But also, if you think about communities, the value of the community is predicated on the value of every individual. If every individual is of low calibre, then you've got a very low calibre, low value club. That's why the Wise Gentleman, I'm so particular about who we actually let in. If anyone on there isn't conforming to how we live and who we are, you're banned, like permanently. It's like having a gym membership, right? You could go to the best gym ever. It could be the best equipment, the nicest, swankiest place, and you have one arsehole in there that's farting, screaming, smelling like BO. The whole gym suffers, and you'll lose all the members because of one arsehole. One arsehole.
No, you are correct, mate. Yeah.
So it's important if you're running a community or running a club, you have to be aggressive and militant with who's in there.
You feel like you're having some kind of anaphylaxis, mate. Oh, Jesus.
Well, cheers, Elliot.
Well, no, cheers, Elliot.
Congratulations.
Thank you. No, I do appreciate it. Oh, I love it.
Not bad, actually.
Perfect.
Well, I sound like I'm surprised I made it. So.
What did you say about the straws?
What did I say about straws?
Which one of the straws?
Well, men don't drink drinks with straws.
Can't be slurping the straw. You can't be. And I think it's the whole action of doing it as well.
It's just
something about
it's just a no-go. It's
no matter how
absolutely.
manly you are, it just doesn't.
So, are you saying I should remove the straw then?
Yeah, don't.
It has to
yeah. Bin the straw, mate. Bin the straw.
It's not so sacrilege to do it with a soft drink, but with an alcoholic drink for a male to have a straw, especially the little straws. You know, the little baby. Oh,
well, there's like no such a.
It's like it's the whole concept of.
I think you should try it out just once. Negroni with a straw, I think that sounds perfect.
British women let themselves down unbelievable amounts. Like, I've got a lot of young guys work for me. They're anywhere between 19 and 21, and I see their girlfriends. And like, no disrespect to them. No disrespect to them. Fuck me, in the UK they'd be punching, like properly punching. It's only because what I've done is just got a skewed version of what an actual attractive woman is, because UK women just don't seem to give a shit anymore. And it's also the same though for men. That's why so many men aren't gentlemen, they're just absolute tramps. So I think possibly, let's not blame the women, let's blame the men. The calibre of men have fallen so much, the women felt they could do the same.
Yeah.
If you've got a high level of calibre of men and every man is a high calibre, the women have to step up their game.
No, you are correct.
The women don't have to try, because men are so desperate because they can't get anyone.
No, you are correct.
Honestly, the UK is a travesty. Now I go to Eastern Europe, like honestly, the level of women that take care of themselves, it's not like, I'm not talking about just from a sexual standpoint, I'm talking just from cleanliness, hair, teeth, makeup, clothing, body fat. They all go to the gym. They actually give a shit. UK women, they're in trackies, they're unkept, they're normally wearing like Ugg boots or slippers or pyjamas in Tesco's. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, no, I do, yeah.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. That's why I go to M&S or Waitrose, because you don't tend to find that in there.
No, you
it's
are
hideous.
Right.
But I think men should blame themselves, because if you're willing to be with a woman like that, then why would they give a shit?
No, you are correct. No, you are.
If men up their game, then women have to up their game as well. At the moment, I think that the Tinder stat, the stat was that 5% of men get 95% of women. So you've got 5% of women spread between 95% of men. So the women get it easy from the point of view that the men are so low caliber that they find it hard to find women. So the women don't even have to try. Like a girl's like, I just pack some makeup on and give whoever I want. It's like, what? That shouldn't happen. Cars have definitely become more unisex.
No, I would
doubt.
agree, a lot sleeker.
So what's happened is, if you look at like Range Rover, for example, you look at all the older shapes, they're much more boxy and square, more masculine.
Yeah.
And I think to make them more commercially accepted, they've actually made them much smoother and rounder, which is why you now see women actually probably a lot more interested in cars and driving a lot more variety of different cars. Yeah. Because before it was kind of, that was a women's car, that was a male's car. There's no really such thing anymore.
No, you're right.
And I think that's due to the actual manufacturers making them more unisex as a whole.
I think as well, the sleeker body on them definitely appeals to more of an audience.
Yes.
Over the boxier shape, like you say, Range Rover is a perfect example.
So now we have woke cars.
You could say that. You could say that. You could say that. They're getting rid of it all, mate. They're getting rid of it all. Yeah, straight up. No, you are correct there, though. I will be honest with you. Even those sports there. Do you remember those ones?
Yes, that's what I was talking about.
I remember those.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah,
that's the best shape. L9595 or something like that.
I remember they did an overfinch of that, and it was like,
yeah, banging.
I remember thinking
that was the shape. That was the shape, and they still look good to this day.
Yeah, they do. And you get to see the odd one, no tints, nice green colour, and you think, yeah, that guy, he's had that since new. A lot of people, Ray, you'll be surprised, in these villages as well, they've had them since new.
I know you feel love, feel shame, feel pride, I can see it in your eyes. I met a fan at work, he told me it's his job on the side, as if I'm unimpressed by his everyday life. Niggas die every day, be that's everyday life. The woman that you idolize can never play wife to me. When you done as many flights as me, long nights as me, took as many left turns to make right as me. I'm in the middle of the veil like a bride to be, that's why I like to. Yeah, you left somebody that you love at the bottom of a mountain? Cause they're afraid to climb it. Have you changed your climate? Had her Insta and made her change the private.
Absolutely stunning day. Wrapping up, the Gari Lounge, had a cigar. And as always, the Wise Gentleman is about preaching all 5 pillars. And it's so easy to forget to live when you're so hell-bent on earning money and trying to build the life that you think you need to be building and end up sacrificing absolutely everything for the expense of the money that you're earning. When you got into earning money because of the things you're now sacrificing. And that is exactly what the Wise Gentleman is about. It's about us earning as much money as you humanly can to support the rest of your life. And in our platform, in our community, we preach that and teach it. It's taken me 33 years to finally get to a point where I have mastered this to a certain degree. I'm always evolving, I'm always improving, but I'm showing people exactly what I've done and how I've done it inside the Wise Gentleman. And I'm pouring my heart and soul on everything that I've learned and all the people in my network that I've utilized to help me get to where I am, to help you do the exact same. All you got to do is sign up. It's the price of a couple of nice drinks a month. There is absolutely no reason that you shouldn't be in this community if you are like that. Because as I've said today, we only want people with that mindset, that caliber of people, because us all contributing together and helping us escape the system in a better way is what it's all about. Click the link in the description. I'll see you in there.